Yo, YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Fly Guy here. We are back with another episode, man. Unfortunately, we're on some different terms this episode, man. I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure most of y'all have heard or seen the updates on the Rodney Hinton Jr. case, man. I'm not 100% up to date on it, on all the facts and everything that's going on, but from what I've seen so far, I guess a black man's son was in some type of predicament with the police. Police ended up shooting him, and Pops got revenge. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. And I think I found a video that's going to go into a little bit more depth of everything that's going on within this whole little case. So hopefully they break it down for us, give us some more insight on everything that happened, and we can go over this together. So let's break it down. But before we do this, man, like I said, what I'm going to need y'all to do is go ahead, drop a like and a comment, man. Don't forget to subscribe. Once we get to 150 subscribers, I got a cash app for whoever. Just give me to 150, man. I don't know who it is. It could be you. It could be your friend. It could be whoever, man. Just subscribe and I got y'all, man. But let's get into this content, man, without no further ado.
The scene in the next 6 seconds. Lives would change. Police say the four men jumped from the stolen car and ran when they were told to stop. Now, one of those men, Ryan Hinton, was suspect, pointed his gun at the officer, and then I'm going to help clarify what the chief said.
The body camera is kind of jolting as the officer's running. What that leaves us with is a very blurred image, unfortunately. However, based on the officer's interviews, the officer who did discharge his firearm said that when the individual came out between the dumpsters, he had the firearm in front of him. It was in like a bladed position, and it was pointed at the officer.
To this story, police say the man who hit and killed that deputy this afternoon.
Cap. That shit cap. That's the easy way up out of there. That's the easiest way for a police officer to get out of there is, oh, I seen he had a weapon, he pointed it at me. That's the easiest way. And for you little, where we at? We almost there. I'm gonna get to it in a minute.
In Quarryville is the father of the man shot and killed yesterday by Cincinnati police. Now, whether the man in the car targeted that officer or this was just an unbelievable, bizarre coincidence, that is really yet to be known.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you check us out on Patreon at
They did my guy dirty.
www.patreon.com/hookah_anonymous. You guys been telling us to create one for the longest, so we recently created a community where we will upload videos that we can't share on YouTube due to their guidelines.
Why don't you
Goddamn,
own an
already
apartment
I just
building?
started.
I'm serious right now. Let me show you a path that could change your life, your financial future. My name's Tyler.
We'll also be dropping the latest TDF first, behind the scenes information that you wouldn't find anywhere else on our socials. So make sure you become a member, and after you do that, head over to our official Instagram page at hookah_anonymous and follow us there. Now, without further ado, let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, I feel there will always be a blurry line between the community and police officers due to how the police carry themselves, where most feel they operate as a gang. Although it's clear that officers' job is to protect and serve, throughout the years it seemed like that's been a forgotten thing, and officers feel it's supposed to be the other way around. Many people feel officers abuse their authority, whether it's harassing people within urban neighborhoods, profiling, corruption, or even breaking the same laws that they are put in position to uphold. All cops aren't bad cops, but the problem is the bad ones spoil it for the good ones, and sometimes even the good ones get persuaded by the bad ones to act accordingly. Now, it's not just the cops' fault, because they do have a tough job, and sometimes dealing with the craziness that comes with it can cause you to treat everyone the same. But in the recent years, it haven't just been the way police officers been treating civilians, but it's also the shootings that's been going on from officers where many feel aren't justified, but nothing is being done to stop it. It's said that in 2024, 1,173 civilians were shot and unalived by police officers, and in 2023, that number was only down by 9, sitting at a total of 1,164 fatal shootings reporting at the hands of officers. Some may argue that the police have a very dangerous job, and in some cases have to make split-second decisions with their life at stake, and that's why some of them have the shoot first.
In some instances, yes, that is highly true. But then on the other foot, you got these police officers that's policing these areas that they're non-familiar with. They don't know nobody in the area. All they see is videos from YouTube and the news about how ratchet or how deadly these areas is. So that's already got them on some type of paranoia. That's got them on 10 already. And then they got, you know, the badge of authority. They feel like they can do whatever, say whatever, treat people however, whatever the case is. And that's what makes the situation go wrong, in my opinion, is when you have police officers policing areas that they're not familiar with. So when situations do come upon, they're nervous, they don't know what to do. First thing they're going to do is grab their gun. Oh, I was scared for my life. When they need to start picking people from them, I never understood that, why police hire people from other counties to work in different divisions. I don't understand that. It should be the people that live in those communities, that know those people, that can talk to those people, that are tangible to those people, that should be working those beats. But who am I?
Mentality. However, you have some that feel if they can't make those decisions logically, then they don't need to be in position where they have a firearm and could shoot someone. The point is, a lot of people feel that when it comes to police,
oh yeah, this for you, that one little bitch ass comment, nigga. I ain't finna be going back and forth with all you fucking internet trolls and nerds and shit all day long. But I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna say this one time only. This is a reaction channel. If you don't want to watch me reacting to this shit, go somewhere else, nigga. Fuck, stupid. You stupid. You big stupid. The fuck out of here, man. Who mans is this, B? Get them the fuck out of here.
it's us versus them, and it was never supposed to be that way. There's a clear difference that you could tell from when a police officer is shot unalive, opposed to when a civilian is, and I think people could see it and they're fed up. Throughout the years, shootings amongst African American men have ramped up, and there's been a recent situation involving a young 18-year-old kid from Cincinnati and his father that has been going viral on social media. We're going to get into the story where a father is accused of taking the life of a retired deputy just one day after his son was shot unalive by another police officer.
Damn, that's janky. The dude is retired. I didn't know he was retired, man. I didn't know he was retired. He went and killed a retired officer. That's kind of janky, man. Dude wasn't even... I mean, once you're a police officer, you're going to always be one. But shit, he was retired, gang. You couldn't get a nigga on duty?
Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button.
One of them little bald head niggas that was in the courtroom, you couldn't get one of them niggas, man. Shit, because they look like they need built ass, man. They look like they want to do something.
You can get this video into the algorithm, and if you're not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get into it.
A Cincinnati police officer who killed a man yesterday in East Price Hill says that he thought that his life was in danger when he shot the suspect.
I'm a real nigga. I'm going to go ahead, since I'm reacting to your content, I'm going to go ahead and hit you with a subscribe, by the way. Hopefully you don't disappoint me.
And we now know the identity of the man who died yesterday. He was Ryan Hinton, just 18 years old. He was one of 4 men suspected in a car theft earlier yesterday.
According to sources, Cincinnati police responded to a report of a stolen car that happened to be located at an apartment complex at 2500 Warsaw Avenue around 9 a.m. Thursday morning, May 1st, 2025. According to law enforcement, the car was stolen earlier that morning from northern Kentucky. 2 police vehicles will respond to the area and spot 4 individuals who were in the car, who once they spotted the police, they began running in all different directions. 2 officers pursue 18-year-old Ryan Hinton, along with another unidentified male. According to law enforcement, the unidentified officer, who was a 10-year veteran assigned to the fugitive apprehension.
I knew they was going to do that shit too. Unidentified officer. Fuck that. Put that nigga information out there, man. I know that's the only reason why old boy went and got that retired officer. Y'all gotta give up y'all mans, man. It's just like being in the hood, bro. When somebody fuck up from another neighborhood, bro, and somebody want to come over there and holler at them, we gonna come ask for names. Bring Wooty Whoop out. I want to holler at him. It should be the same thing. When an officer fuck up and they wrongfully kill somebody, their information should be public information. People should be able to access that. And he should have to deal with what he should have to deal with. Because at the end of the day, if you wasn't out here just being trigger happy, we wouldn't be in this position. Now would we?
Squad chased Ryan and observed him carrying a firearm as he proceeded to run away. That's when the officers would yell, "He's got a gun, he's got a gun, on your right, on your right," as Ryan emerged from in between two dumpsters and the officer fired 4 to 5 shots, striking the 18-year-old.
Come on, man. Come on with the bullshit, man.
Ryan was shot twice according to law enforcement and struck in his arm and chest area. Reports say the officers tried to administer different variations of medical aid until the paramedics arrived, but Ryan was taken to the hospital where he was later pronounced deceased. The officer who shot Ryan has remained unnamed in reports, stating afterwards that it looked like Ryan was pointing the firearm at him and he felt threatened for his life, and that's why he proceeded to shoot. On the scene, a handgun was...
Niggas is getting tired of hearing that. Tired. That's their favorite excuse.
found on the floor with a loaded extended clip, where officers say Hinton was carrying it. However, the firearm had not been discharged at all. According to the footage taken from the officer's body cam, everything happened so fast, and shots were fired by the officer just 6 seconds from them approaching the vehicle, leaving many to believe that maybe the officer shot him to stop him from running because maybe he felt that he was going to escape. The body cam footage will also reveal that the 18-year-old had his back turned, and it didn't seem as if he was aiming anything at the officer, but according to Cincinnati police...
He gonna have to answer to this.
Police Chief Teresa Theej, the body cam footage is very blurry due to the cameras jolting moving around during the chase.
Oh yeah, she finna stick for hers, man. I thought I seen a black guy as the police chief, but that old white lady finna stand up for hers. That shit grimy. Look how they did my boy, man. You know they was trying to whoop my boy ass down there in them cells, man. This shit crazy. This is a deep little story right here, man. I got kids, so I can only imagine, bruh. I got kids, so that's why I'm speaking on this. I would have did the same fucking thing, nigga. You hear me? You hear me? This nigga's a hero in my book.
Making it hard to determine whether he did point a firearm or not, Ryan's family says that he just celebrated his 18th birthday just weeks ago, never had any run-ins with the...
Okay, hold on. Let me take that back because it probably sounded a little crazy. I mean, I would have got the fucking retired police officer. I would have got that officer. I would have waited. It would have took me a year, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. I would have sat, did my research, nigga. I would have went crazy, bro, until I would have got him. I need him.
Law and have no prior criminal history. And I know they say that they were in a stolen vehicle, and that's common these days amongst the younger crowd when it comes to stealing cars, unfortunately. However, being in a stolen car doesn't warrant you to shoot and unalive anybody. Not just shoot, but these officers aren't just shooting to maintain a situation. They're shooting to kill.
Ew.
Simple as that. But here's where things take a crazy turn in the story, because here's where the...
I heard that's how they get trained, shoot to kill. Because if I'm not mistaken, if they shoot you and injure you, as long as you wasn't in the middle, like they ain't catch you red-handed, shit, I think you could sue their ass, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. If I'm right, let me know. I don't know.
fury within the father starts to overcome him. The family's lawyer, Michael Wright, said in a statement that on Friday, May 2nd, 2025, at approximately 10 a.m., Ryan's father, 38-year-old Rodney Hinton Jr., and family members along with a few members of the Cincinnati Police Department, all gathered in a meeting at his office to watch the police footage of his son being shot to death by police. The lawyer says that Rodney became understandably distraught watching the video and left before the whole video could finish because he couldn't watch anymore. The lawyer also includes that Ryan's father, Rodney, left in his own vehicle, and according to him, that was the last time he seen Ryan's father before a tragic would strike. Filled with rage after leaving the meeting and having to watch his own son get gunned down by police, it seems that Rodney had nothing but revenge on his mind. A recent retired deputy who was serving in a special capacity with the department was directing traffic near the University of Cincinnati where they were holding a graduation ceremony. Prosecutors say in a premeditated and calculated style, Rodney purposely lined his car up to strike the deputy and accelerated as he struck and caused death to the deputy. Rodney was arrested and charged with aggravated unaliving and is currently being held without bond. Due to Ohio's law protecting the privacy of crime victims, both deputies' names are to remain anonymous. However, Rodney will have a...
His name should be anonymous too. Why is it any different, bro? We know why, but I'm just saying.
Court hearing where plenty of Cincinnati police officers would pack the room.
It's a video. I had seen the clip of this earlier. This shit gave me chills, bro. This shit gave me chills just because how he handled himself, man. You see how they try to put all them police in the courtroom to try to intimidate him, try to make him scared. But he handled it like a boss.
Good morning, Mr. Henry. Good morning.
He said good morning, Judge. This is very soft spoken.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Anything as to probable cause?
Your Honor, we'll waive probable cause this morning. I submitted designations for John Kennedy and
The Blue Compass RV All-American Summer Road Trip is on with new RVs
right
starting at just $97 a month. Plus, they
probably on his head. That fat lawyer nigga. But nobody in the courtroom like that nigga right now. Because he got to fight for my boy. I don't know if that's a public defender or if that's a paid attorney, but I know they all be talking shit. Look how that black bitch looking. Why are you looking like that, ho?
they will be the attorneys of record handling Mr. Hinton's case. I'll be handling the arraignment this morning.
All right. Thank you. Mr. Prosecutor, or anything as to bond?
As to bond, Your Honor. Thank you. Your Honor, we understand this is a very, very serious, very terrible charge that Mr. Hinton is facing. He has but he does not have a history, Judge. He has no felonies in his record. His justice says his score was a 1. He has no juvenile record. He works at BDF. He's married. He's a father. He's a graduate of Purcell Marion. I understand that this is an emotionally charged situation. I understand that Mr. Hinton's son may have been killed by the police earlier in the week. There was a review of that video. I understand that there is a lot of sadness and a lot of anger in this room right now, but in the community at large. And we just ask the court to set a reasonable bond in light of everything to allow the constitutional process to play out.
All right. Thank you.
You look like you want to smack the fuck out the lawyer, because what the fuck is you talking about? You don't even sound like you want to be here. That must be a public defender. Because he obviously don't even want to be there either. So he finna have to just take this one to the chin, man. That shit cold. But look how he look at these bitch ass officers and shit. Look at them. They all mad as hell. Big fucking shiny head, Mr. Clean looking motherfuckers. And I know they racist. I know it. Can't tell me they not. Can't nobody around this motherfucker tell me they ain't racist. Look at him. Yeah.
Now, it's clear as day, you can tell Rodney Hinton Jr. has no remorse. I don't think he feels bad at all for what he did because he wanted to inflict that same pain he felt losing his son on somebody else. And I guess being that he couldn't catch the actual officer that did it, he didn't care who, as long as it was an officer. Sending a message to police that states an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Now, according to an investigation that was held after the incident, investigators claim Rodney already displayed distaste for police officers after sharing posts on social media about police brutality, showing a podcast criticizing the unaliving of Nate Woods, who was a black man sentenced to death by Alabama, despite never touching the actual weapon that was involved in his case. He also shared a post about another event involving police shooting a black woman in Texas when they came to her house to perform a wellness check. So basically, they're trying to paint the picture that Rodney himself was already showing signs of hatred towards officers before the situation involving his son ever happened. And maybe seeing that video of his son being shot is what created even more of a hate towards law enforcement. Now, there's mixed feelings about this because some people feel that he did what he had to do because his son was unalive in a mysterious way. But others feel that if you were going to do something to anybody, then it should have been to the officer who actually did it. But it just looks like Rodney didn't care.
I mean, I agree. Like I said, I don't know. I can say that I probably would have waited, but you know, that's an emotional situation right there. I don't know what I would have did. I don't know if my emotions would have just overcame me and I would have just spazzed out, blacked out one night, and it would have been any random officer. But I would want it to be him. I wouldn't want it to be nobody else, but who knows? Don't nobody know how that feels unless you put in that situation. And if you just gonna sit up here and tell me that you're not gonna feel no type of way or whatever, then it is what it is. Like we seen in the little clip that they showed in the beginning with the body cam. Of course they're gonna say it was shaky and they only gonna show a couple seconds of it, but it looked like the dude was running. Don't look like he turned around. Don't look like he was no threat or nothing. I done seen white people socking on the police, grabbing their guns, all type of shit, and don't nothing happen to them. They just screaming at them, "Get on the ground." So, but we know that already. So we have social media and YouTube, man. It's exposed for everybody to see nowadays. But yet people still act blind. Shit crazy.
As he took his frustration out on an officer, period, he was satisfied with that. Now, personally, I feel this is a very unfortunate situation on both sides because in a way I understand where Ryan's father is coming from, but I also feel that the anger he had for the situation may have been displaced. Now, a family who had nothing to do with anything is grieving over something they had no affiliation with. But this is the result you get when there's so much frustration built up from prior situations that seem to keep reoccurring within these communities. When it comes to the shooting, I feel the officer was 100% wrong and they should hold him accountable. I do get that they have a dangerous job, but as an officer, you must maintain discipline and be ready for these type of situations, as crazy as it sounds. And judging from the body cam we seen, the officer was 100% wrong. The body cam shows the kid had his back turned, running away, and they claim the footage was too blurry to show him pointing the firearm at the officer, which I feel he didn't.
Listen up. If you've been injured in a recent car accident, what you do next can make or break how much money you get. Here's the biggest mistake I see people making.
But if it is in fact blurry, then that's a problem that the police needs to put attention to ASAP. Because in a situation like this, it's very, very needed. We know that we can't just believe what these officers say, but I guess apparently now we can't even rely on body cam footage neither. Then there's some people that say, well, he yelled, put the gun down, put the gun down. But we all know that that's what police do as an excuse to shoot. How many times have we seen videos on social media of police beating guys down, telling them to stop resisting, but the whole time they're not even resisting. But they're saying that.
That's a fact. It's in the person's human nature. When you get punched, you're gonna ball up. Every time the police got somebody and they trying to handcuff somebody, they want to punch them and hit them. And then I'm trying to make sure you stop hitting me, so I'm going to ball up. But now you talking about I'm resisting arrest. I'm not resisting arrest, bro. I'm trying to make sure you stop fucking hitting me. But it's a favorite excuse. He's resisting arrest. He's resisting arrest. Bro, I am trying to protect myself. You're being a little too aggressive. And I don't want to end up hurt. But because certain people don't have to deal with those certain situations, they will never understand that. They're going to be like, well, why didn't you just sit there and let them arrest you? I was trying to. Nigga just wanted to start roughing me up for no reason. I'm not finna let you just rough me up.
Just to cover their butts so it don't look like brutality when it really is. And all these headlines are misleading, but we know that they're purposely done like that. Majority of the headlines covering the story states that Ryan brandished a firearm at the police. What that does is, if you don't even read into the article, you automatically dismiss any foul play from police because you'll probably just think to yourself, well, if he pointed a firearm at the cops, then what did he think was going to happen? However, there's no proof at all that he pointed a firearm at the police, even with the body cam footage present. And if you pay attention to the footage, it don't look like he was trying to point a firearm at all, if you ask me. And not only that, but if everything transpired in just 6 seconds, when did he ever have time to really see if a firearm was being pointed out or not? Or did he just react when he seen somebody running and decided to shoot him to stop him from running? Who knows? Very bad situation on both ends, but y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to
yeah, I already I gotta like that. I gotta subscribe to that. But he has a fact, bro. This is a very sad and unfortunate situation, man. My prayers go out to both families, even the police family, because just for the simple fact that he had nothing to do with this situation, and you know, now both families are mourning a loss, and it's just unfortunate, man. So I want to say, I want to send my condolences to Rodney Hinton for his son Ryan. I hope you can get through this, man. Whatever, to the officer that did this, man, you gonna get whatever you got coming to you. You deserve whatever you got coming to you, man. Because like they said, how could you get, he had a gun within 6 seconds of arriving on scene? You couldn't even analyze the situation. And in the video, it looked like he was clearly just trying to run away. But because you guys did find a weapon, that's your excuse. But eventually, people gonna get tired of this, man. But that's it on this video, man. Y'all go ahead, drop a comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about this situation. Leave a like. Go ahead, drop a rest in peace, Ryan. And until the next video, man, this your boy Fly Guy with Fly Guy TV. We out.
Show love, nigga. It don't show nothing. It don't cost nothing to show a nigga love.
All we doing is getting money.
Show a nigga some love, nigga.